This is no microphones. We're British. Here is the throwdown.
You see the previous shot.
Yeah, after that awkward collision, but as George has pointed out, there was a shot just before that.
Vasquez able to throw only 24 punches in the first round, and you saw the punch stat numbers before the fight that showed him averaging 60 punches a round. And Larry, very accurately you pointed out that those numbers may reverse in this fight.
He was trying to lure the Prince into something. The Prince refused to be lured.
Vasquez's people totally confident that their man will have the advantage in infighting sequences, and Hamed apparently agreeing, refusing to infight with Vasquez, and he lands a hard right hand as Vasquez comes at it.
Now Vasquez is doing a bad job of his footwork. He's allowing the Prince to put his right foot on the outside whenever he wants. The Prince actually reaches out and touches toes with him for a moment.
Looked to me as though Vasquez's glove momentarily touched the canvas, but referee Chino Rodriguez didn't step in to rule it a knockdown. Nevertheless, Hamed has landed a couple of power shots.
Now he wipes the gloves.
Yep. Acknowledging that they touched the canvas.
Vasquez predicted that he would stop, Hamed predicted he'd stop Vasquez in 2 rounds, and I asked him, well, how does that jibe with your profession to want to do more boxing? He says, well, I'll box him in the first round and knock him out in the second. He has knocked out 11 previous opponents in the second round.
And claims that he predicted them all.
Well, if you always say I'm going to knock him out in the second round, then you were right when you do.
You watch the Prince goes out and put his right toe on the left foot of Vasquez to make sure that he's behind. There he goes.
Naseem almost off balance again as he stepped past Vasquez. Vasquez, just as in the first round, unable to find many chances to launch his shots.
This is an uncharacteristic performance by Vasquez. You don't often see him throw wild punches like that.
Boy, was he caught with a couple of left and right hooks.
Oh, hard right hand by Vasquez. Naseem almost goes down, now rights himself, moves back to the center of the ring. Best shot so far by the Puerto Rican.
He's been laying a trap for that punch. But Vasquez showed us against Kelly that he can take it.
And one thing about the jumping around and dropping your hands, you always leave way, hey, I'm going to get hit here and there. I'm just not going to take it personal. So when you have that kind of style, you expect to get hit while you're jumping in and out of the way. That's why he doesn't take it for much. Naseem is not going to be overly concerned about being hit.
Well, there goes the prediction of a second round knockout. Brendan Ingalls with his back to you, the man who has trained Prince Naseem since he was a small boy. We get a chance as the night goes on. We may have an opportunity to show you some extraordinary footage of Naseem as a 13-year-old.
It looked as though Naseem, after landing that left, thought, okay, I've got him now. Second round knockout, left himself open. Vasquez right back. Brilliant punch. Naseem keeps his balance.
Excuse me.
Prince Naseem Hamed landed 22 of 53 punches by CompuBox numbers in the second round. Vasquez 9 of 41.
There's another exhibition of that right foot forward, and he leans all the way back on the left foot whenever he wants to get out of the way. So your fellow, he makes contact with your foot, but yet your body is so far away, it's hard to throw a shot. Crowd
here in a little bit of a lull at this moment. About 30 minutes ago, they were in an absolute frothing frenzy as they watched the closing stages of a sensational cruiserweight battle between local champ Carl Thompson. Down goes Rivera. Left hand shot by Prince Naseem.
That's an example of you can't stand there and just wait. You got to be doing something, a left jab, moving that left foot at all time, forward or in a circle.
And now the crowd comes back to life. We told you they watched a brilliant cruiserweight battle between local champion Carl Thompson and longtime British veteran Chris Eubank. It was as good a fight as you'd ever want to see. 12-round decision won by Thompson. Prince Naseem landing hard, clean shots in this round, George.
Vasquez has allowed him to go left, right, throw a shot. Once he goes to a weaker point, attack at some point to make him start all over again.
You know, but the old man did come to fight. Whether he can stay here with the kid remains to be seen.
Another straight left hand for Naseem, who's landed 4 of them in this round. Vasquez trying to get closer where he thinks he can apply his advantages. Naseem whirling and pirouetting away and coming back with wild shots that make the mark.
And he stands on his feet watching everything that's going on before he decides to move.
Extraordinarily unusual athlete, Prince Naseem Hamed. Makes the unconventional work for him.
Steve Vasquez is starting to backhand all the things that you just can't do. You got to stay focused, solid, left foot first. Nothing happens unless you fake a right hand, throw a left hook. If you get into the wildness, that's the world of the Prince. Now the Prince lands a jab to the body.
Round 3 comes to a close. The round in which Prince Naseem, for the first time, deposited Wilfredo Vasquez on his trunks.
Hamed took possession yesterday of a $400,000 Bentley. He was tooling around town in it. Vasquez has been trying to put a few scratches on it. He did in the previous round, but in this round, he catches an unorthodox punch from an unorthodox angle and down on the seat of his pants. This is something you can't coach. It's something that he developed himself, George.
Pure instincts.
Through 3 rounds, Wilfredo Vasquez averaging 36 punches per round as his output. We showed you before the fight. Coming in several recent fights, he'd been averaging 60 punches per round. He's not able to locate the target as often here as he goes against the king of unorthodoxy, Prince Naseem Hamed.
Thing about Hamed, he gets hit, he still doesn't stop punching, goes back and wonder what went wrong. He continuously fights. Vasquez is making you don't want to wait around for counter punchers. If you wait around, that's what they want you to do. You've got to do something that has to continuously happen all the time. You wait, you're just going to get hit.
Vasquez lunging uncharacteristically, trying to get close to the target. Hamed popping, turning, whirling away.
Vasquez's corner should tell him the Prince's feet are so wide apart, you cannot allow your feet to be equally as wide. Shorten up the distance between the 2 feet.
Right hand and a left hand by Prince Naseem as he leaps in to make contact. See Vasquez trying to discipline himself to stay within his boxing envelope, but eager to get at the Prince at the same time. Hard to do both.